All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakadash. Secondly, I want to get double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give another shout out to the upcoming elder Ak Kazat of the Man of Israel camp down here in Greenville, South Carolina, whom I teach up under. And I also like to give another shout out to Yeshua Akim throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing his truth and all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. I also like to give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to our heritage in these last days. And I also like to give a quick shout out to you few Outwath, you sisters out there that's standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days who truly believe. All right, to y'all, I like to say shalom. And today lesson, I'm gonna do a video on on this video, the elder from the South Carolina camp, GMS narrative South Carolina, which is Elder Manat Zapbot, and pretty much he had a damn demon come up to the damn camp, and he could have been sent, by the adversary, that could be a case there, because when you look at the video, they pretty much ain't even wanting to do nothing. They ain't wanting to get the man out his face. They let him tunt all in his face. They pretty much wanted him to, hit back so they could put the ministry at blame, man. And that's the wiles of the devils, man. Trying to find different ways to, they have a reason to be like, oh, these black Hebrew Israelites, they hitting people in the corners and stuff. When at the end of the day, demons popping up to us, man. We ain't going out trying to hit nobody, trying to start fights. We just preaching the word, man. You see? But that's the type of things the devil would do, to make us look bad. You see that? So I'm gonna play this video, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I put the link in the description box if you want to watch the whole video, because it's 20 minutes. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it just to show you, man. This is the type of things that can go on out here when you out there in them highways and byways, man. All right, this not no damn easy job, man. And that's another thing. That's why women shouldn't be out there on the highways and byways, because of things like this. Anything could have popped off. That man could have had a little gun in his, a little 9 in his damn pocket or something. You never know. A little 380 or something. And next thing you know, boom, the woman dead. The prophet's dead. You never know. So that's why your woman supposed to stay at the houses, man. Right? So let's play this video, man.
The rulers of darkness and of this earth and this world. Right. Against the spiritual wickedness of high places.
Right, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what this is. It's not a fleshly battle. It's a battle against spirits, But at the end of the day, make no mistake about it. All right? Make no mistake about it. In these evil days, hey, we ain't ready to be punched back for nobody. All right? Fuck you at the end of the day. Come on. Back up off us, man. You don't fucking know us.
And you see, I'm gonna skip it back, but you see, Elder Manat Zapbot was telling the brother, come on, like to move on, and keep reading. And like, he was trying to find that one little slip up so he could slip in and, try to make Elder Manat Zapbot swing on him, and get all in his face. You see that? So he could have been sent by Esau. We don't know, but we're just saying that could have been a reason. That could have been, a thing. Because like I said, you're going to see when the adversary pull up, the man was just tunting all in his face, and they wouldn't tell him to move on or nothing. They just was sitting there, just wanted something to pop off, you see. But and usually they don't even have the police riding around by him like that, So it was kind of odd, because usually when you watch his videos, you don't really see the adversaries riding on their bikes like that. But it was a few, adversaries around the area at that time. I wonder why. And then it's raining at that. It's not even a lot of people, so why the adversary is so highly out there, man? And I'm Lord willing, I remember I'm gonna comment that on his comment board. It's kind of strange, it's kind of odd that you got a lot of police around you when it's raining, and usually you'll think it'll be more police out when it's not raining. You see what I'm saying? So I'm Lord willing, I remember to comment on that on his comment board, So let's skip that back, man. Matter of fact, since we already on it, I'm gonna go ahead and type it. It's like, you bear with me 1 second. It's kinda odd. the police was around heavy when it was raining. They usually don't be around you when it's sunny. So he could have been sent with an explanation mark. It's kind of odd the police was around heavy when it was raining. They usually don't be around you when it's sunny, so he could have been sent. They was on standby. Yeah, I wouldn't put that out there, man, because I might mess around and forget. But let's wind it, Slocky. Let's wind it back and we're gonna play it.
Hey, we ain't gonna be punched back for nobody, all right? Fuck you at the end of the day. Come on. Come on. Back up. Back up off us, man. You don't fucking know us. Back your ass up. Fuck you, man. What you wanna do? Back up off us, nigga. Back your ass up. Yo, weird ass. Back your ass up off us, man. You don't fucking know us. You ain't got no reason to come and get in our fucking faces, man. Back your ass up. Through the spirit of power, how about shit now, shot? Back your ass up off us, man. Trying to come up here and shortage your energy. Fuck you niggas, man. And hey, the most time, kill you niggas. Fuck out of here. Hey, waiting on what? You ain't waiting on me to do shit. You in our face, nigga. Get out of our face. Get out of our face. We don't gotta move you. Keep preaching, bro. Exactly. Fuck this nigga. Bring the gospel out. Back your ass up. Whatever, nigga. We ain't worried about your ass. Exactly. Come on, bro. Keep preaching. Because I'm that nigga. Yeah, you that nigga, right? Yeah, whatever. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it. Come on, bro.
Wherefore, take unto you
fuck you.
the whole armor of God.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch nobody.
The evil
Exactly. Shut up. Yeah. Shut up. Fuck you, man. Get out my face. I'm right here, man. I'm right here, nigga. Get out my face. Get your ass out my face. Right. Fuck are you talking about, nigga? Come on, bro. Move. Move. You can stay. You can stay. Yeah. You know I'm gonna stay. Because I'm that nigga. Hey, you right. You is that nigga. Get this demon out of our face. Oh.
All right, you see, he wanted him to, you see, he was putting his hand, and really, Edelman not the Zotbot really could have pressed charges on him because the way it looked like he touched him. You know, he could have put charges on him, you see. But, you know, that just show you, like, man, he wanted him to swing on him, man. He wanted to. Then you see how the adversary just pulled up out of nowhere, man. Come on, man. When it's raining that day, come on. You riding bicycles in the rain. Let's be for real, man. That's why I said, man, this could have been a setup, man. You know? This could have been a setup, man. And he talking about, I'm that nigga. We're going to see how much of that nigga you is when you how about shit. I'm trying to judge your ass, man. Right? So let's play a little bit more. I'm going to show you what the police do, and then we're going to get some scriptures.
Demon? Yeah, you a demon. You are a demon, nigga. I ain't even got to talk. I ain't even got to shut up. Back your ass up, man, like we told you. Oh, I do? Yeah, you. Back up. Now you going to go shake the cop hand. Damn demon.
You see that? He's shaking the cop hand. They don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? Well, they supposedly don't know him. You know.
Fuck these niggas, man. Tired of you niggas. You Jake. Damn Asian provocateur ass nigga right here.
Hey, I ain't bothering nobody.
Yeah, he bothering our personal space.
Can I finish my song?
With his wild Irish bros breath. Your corny ass out of here, man. Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna say a word. Remind you preach on what?
Y'all see it.
He godly, right?
If he forces it, you know.
I ain't gonna say a word.
Go ahead.
I just want to let him know who got control of his life.
You ain't got control of my life, you damn demon.
And he talking about who got control of his life, like he got control of, you know, but not the Zotbot life, man. No, who got control of our life is the Lord, man. That's the only person that got control of our life. All right?
You ain't got control of shit over here. Ain't no power given unto you unless it be given from heaven.
You better recognize it.
You was here a long time. What did you do?
Did I walk up on you twice? Shut up.
Whatever, man. Take that sucker ass down the street. Come on, bro. We ain't worried about you. Ain't worried about you at all.
Therefore,
look at that, man. Come on. Now let him would have did that to the police, the adversary, man. Let him would. You see how he's swinging, acting like he got a gun and not the Zotbot face. Let him would have did that to Esau. It would have been a whole different story. You see that? Come on, man. That's why I said, man, he was sent. And they ain't even say, hey, man, don't do that. That's a threat, man. You see that?
Yeah, that's a threat. You him.
See?
You see him making threats. Lock his ass up.
And they ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing nothing. That's why I said, man, he had to been sent.
Lock his ass up. That's
Let's be realistic. My fingers are threat.
Yeah. He ain't allowed to violate our personal space. You know what I mean? I was trying to keep the spirit about it. You know, not everything. That's, I know. Come on, bro. Read verse 5, verse 10.
Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the powers of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, and that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
And you see it right here, the wiles of the devil, right? The wiles of the devil, the tricks of Satan. We know all about it. Come on, bro.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against power, against the ruler of darkness of this world.
That's all we're gonna play, man. You see how he tunting in his face and stuff, and Esau just sitting there, they ain't doing nothing, you know. And then extra police pull up, and it's gonna be like, I believe it's gonna be one more that's gonna pull up. We'll get that.
See? You get on me? Okay. Yep.
There'll be one more police that pull up. He's gonna come
He
from
was
the
over
side.
like whatever, like right. Your breath. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that was him right there. Yeah, he gonna come from the corner.
yeah, you're right. I was a little pissed off because of how he was doing. You know what I mean? Because you know, as an officer, that is conceived as a threat. If you come and stand, just go.
Edge the police pull up. So they was on standby, man. Come on, man. They was clearly on standby, waiting for something to pop off so they could put the ministry at blame, man. All right. That's the stuff Esau like to do, man. All right. So let's go to Shalakia. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. Shalakia. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 3. Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 3. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. You see that? And that's exactly what Elder Menach Zapbat did. He gave no offense for Esau, you know, to put the ministry at blame. You know, that was him being wise, you know. That was him being wise, because if he would have put his hands on him, he would have been looked at bad. Then the ministry would have been looked at bad. Because like I said, they would have been like, see, those black Hebrew Israelites, they out here hitting people in the corners, you know, preaching hate. They always like to say we preaching hate. Well, we ain't preaching no hate. We preaching truth, man. You know, that's what we preaching. That's what we preaching, man. But it says, giving no offense in anything. You see? And that's one of the situations that he didn't give an offense in, by putting his hands on them. It says that the ministry be not blamed. That's the thing we're not trying to do. We're not trying to put the ministry at blame. But don't get me wrong now. If the dude would have hit Elder Menach Zapbat, hey, you got all the right to put your hands back on him. But we just not finna go out there and just hit somebody because they all up in our face. You know, that's just us being wise. You should want to be wise. Don't put the ministry at blame, man. You know? So let's go to let's go to Matthews chapter 10, and we'll start at verse 16. Matthews 10 and verse 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. You see that? We are sheep in the midst of wolves, man. You see that? Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we got to be wise, man. We got to know when things are set up, man. Because Elder Menach Zapbat, he was being wise. He wasn't trying to put his hands on that man. Even though that man was all in his face, he was still being wise, man. Because why? It always goes back to him not wanting to put the ministry at blame, man. You see? The Lord told us, he said, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And that's what we trying to be. We trying to be as harmless as possible. Now, we not just no damn sweet honey bun ass niggas, soft ass niggas, If we got to put our hands on you, hey, we don't want it to get that way, but we do. Hey, we got to do what we got to do, because we're going to defend ourselves at the end of the day. We're not just going to, be no little punk ass niggas. And not saying we niggas, but, we're not going to be no punks out here, We ain't about to just let you hit us and, man, you hit me. No, we're going to hit your ass back, So it said, let me read that one more time. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents. So you got to be wise in this thing, man. Because, hey, man, these spirits out here these spirits are cranking up, man. So we got to know how to remove it with these spirits, man. If you don't know how to remove it with these different type of spirits, hey, man, you're going to cause this ministry to be at blame, man. All right. And it says, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You see that? You should want to be harmless as possible. And like the scripture say, live peacefully with all men as possible. And that's what we're trying to do, live peacefully among all men. But sometimes even though you live peacefully with all men, they still going to come up, here and there. But, the point is we still trying to be, peacefully. We ain't trying to start nothing. You seen Element about them out there teaching, man. He wasn't trying to start nothing. The dude came up to him. When you look at the whole video, the dude came up to him. He walked down all the way down. Then he came back, and that's when he got all in his face, man. Like I said, Lord willing, I remember to put the link in the description box. If not, you can just copy his page and, go to his page and watch it, there. But Lord willing, like I said, Lord willing, I put it in the description box. But the point is, man, we should be harmless as doves, man. All right. So let's go to Psalms chapter 34. And verse 7. All right, because the Lord had his angels out there, protecting Elder Monatazat them, he had his angels out there protecting them so that dude wouldn't hit him, So it says Psalms 34:7. It says, the angel of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. You see that? And the angels, the Lord used the angels to deliver, Elder Monatazat and the other, that was with him, man. I don't know his name, but, he was out there too. The Lord delivered them because that situation could have got ugly. You never know. Like I said, he could have had a gun in his pocket. So the Lord delivered them out of that situation. He delivered them from going to jail. He delivered them from, fighting. He delivered them, for anything that could have possibly happened, man. Because why? Because they feared the Lord. So guess what? The Lord had his angels, deliver them out of that situation. The Lord put a different spirit, on that nigga, not to hit him, man. Because he could have hit him, he could have. But guess what? The Lord ain't do that, because why? Other than not about them feared the, feared the Lord, man. And you know what I found kind of funny though? Out of all, because if you look in the background, it's another Israelite camp that was behind, Elder Monatazat them, back there. Out of all of them, why he didn't go to those brothers that was over there? Why he didn't go to them? Because it was another camp literally right there across the road. If you could see, you could hear him in the video as well a little bit. But why he didn't go? Why that man didn't go to them? So that's why I said, man, that's how you know GMS got that truth, man. He coming up to the real man of the Lord, man. Not saying that that the people back there couldn't be the man of the Lord, but he chose to come to them. I wonder why. Those demons gonna always come up to the real righteous prophets, man. They're gonna always come up. And like I said, Esau, if it was a setup, Esau probably knew that GMS, he was like those GMS members right there. We need to get them out the street, because GMS is the only camp that's teaching the truth, and the ones who who follow GMS doctrine, really the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shine, So let's go to let's get two more. We'll close it out. Let's go to Psalms All right, Psalms chapter 105 and verse, we'll start at verse 4. No, Salakia. Wrong precept. What is it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Psalms 105 verse 15. It says, saying, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. You see that? The Lord said, touch not his anointing and do his prophets no harm. Because there's going to be serious consequences if you touch the Lord, prophets or his anointing. You see that? There's going to be serious judgment, man. So if that man would have, he basically did, like I said, he basically did put his hands on, Elder Menachzot. So the Lord's going to judge his ass, for, he was basically, pointing, touching, and, whatever he was doing. So, hey, man, hey, that nigga, they going to have a serious judgment coming his goddamn way. Trust and believe that, man. We don't know how it's going to be, but he's going to have judgment. And the Lord might preserve his ass for those missiles, man. In those chairs, man. You see? So it says, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You don't want to do the prophets no harm, man. Matter of fact, let's get one more. Like I said, we'll close it out. Let's go to Luke 17:2. All right. Luke 17. And I'll start at verse 1. It says, then said he unto the disciples, it is impossible, but that offenses will come. Let me read that again. It's like it. It said, then said he unto the disciples, it is impossible, but that offenses will come. But woe to him through whom they come. It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck. You see that? And cast into the sea. Then that he should offend one of these little ones. You see that? And the little ones is who? The elect. The scripture said it was better for you to hang a millstone upon your neck and be cast into the sea, man. You see that? And you offended, you could tell in his voice, in Elder Menachzot's voice, he was offended, man. He was pissed off. He even said out his own mouth, he was pissed off, man. So you offended him, man. And guess what? The Lord's gonna deal with your niggerish ass, man. And that's why he said, man, you 2/3 gotta damn go, man. Y'all gotta die, man. We tired of dealing with you 2/3, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got a little few cool 2/3 that just laid back. They not a troublemaker, They just, they're not in the truth. You do got a cool 2/3, but then you just got the niggerish of the niggerish 2/3, man. Just being a complete fucking demon, man. And guess what, man? The Lord gonna kill all you fucking 2/3, man. And we're giving all praise to call all Yahweh Shia, man. So, Lord, when this video was edifying. All right, till the next one, Shalom.